What if we had an office in city administration dedicated to child participation, or even an office run by children dedicated to disrupting and enriching the way our city is run and built? The Alfstaden development, which includes Mustikajen, is the largest urban development plan in the Nordic region and sees the city centre doubling in size over the next 30 years. That's an extremely big change in 3 decades, which could potentially be tracked, added to, and merged with a person's growth from child to adult. The Mustikajen project has given me an opportunity to observe and take part in some of the ways the city uses co-design to include a child's perspective. I'd like to push this desire to engage with children even further by creating a project as my MFA thesis based on long-term intervention in the urban planning process, called Lekkontoret. Lekkontoret is a speculative plan and vision of an office run by children that collaborates with Gothenburg City. The office will be a permanent platform for children to plan and activate public spaces, and for their findings, observations, and suggestions to be received in dialogue by adults within city administration. Sweden made the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child law in 2020. This law has meant that the city needs to fulfill a child impact assessment report for each new development. Lekkontoret could be a useful tool in fulfilling parts of the report, providing the city with a space to test and coordinate co-design workshops. Lekkontoret will be a mobile office that will work at various sites both in development and already established. The office would be set up as a travelling research pod, investigating the concept of urban playabilities in a broader sense by inviting researching children to participate wherever the pod pops up. A wider group of children and communities could be reached, whilst also creating a physical intervention. The city would be able to use the pod for its own research and co-design projects, collaborating with child culture designers and participating children in the process. What if we encourage children to take ownership of their physical environments from a young age, by giving them a real opportunity to be active citizens? Placemaking is an intentional process of transformation that links spatial interventions with individual agency and institutional supports, benefits all children. Lekkontoret would give children sustained opportunities to practice participation and placemaking so that they can be understood and acknowledged as competent and engaged citizens in their community and eventually their city. The city outlines a need for a flexible platform and a way forward to handle participation and dialogue during and after the development of the district. Lekkontoret could be just that, connecting child culture design students and graduates, the city, and Gothenburg youth. I will start Lekkontoret by gathering a group of interested youth and initiating an after-school program at either a local school or at one of the Majorna Lönne Motorplatsen. Interested children could also drop in, similar to Big Lekplatsen, once the office is established. I'm interested in working with younger teenagers between 11 and 15. This is my current timeline. I've been researching participatory urban planning projects in Gothenburg and have been imagining Lekkontoret as a viable option for embedded participation. I will be spending the next year of my master's turning Lekkontoret into an office for play that will hopefully have the potential to change the way the city approaches co-design in the Alfstaden development. Thank you for listening to my project plan, and I look forward to speaking to some of you over the next year a little bit more about Lekkontoret.